Dear students, this is ninth biology video class, unit 18, organization of tissues. Unit 18, organization of tissues. Part 3. Part 3. Last video class, we have seen complex tissues. What is complex tissues? We have seen the complex tissue consists of parenchyma and sclerenchyma cells. However, coloncymatous cells are not present in such tissues. The coloncymatous cells are not present in the complex tissues. That's what they say here. The common examples are xylem and phloem. First, we'll see xylem. Xylem also we have seen in the last class. Xylem is a conducting of tissue which conduct water, mineral, nutrients upwards from root to leaves. So xylem gives a mechanical support to the plant body. So xylem composed of xylem tracheids, xylem fibrous, xylem vessels, xylem parenchyma. We'll see one by one. Xylem tracheids. So these are elongated, tube-like dead cells with hard and thick, and here lignified wall, hard and thick lignified wall. What do you mean by lignified walls? Become woody like structure. That is we call as a lignified walls. The ends are tapering, blunt or chisel like and devoid of protoplasts. They have a large lumen without any content. Their function is conductions of water and providing mechanical support to the plant. So already we have discussed what is mechanical support. Next topic is the one xylem fibrous. These cells are elongated. Elongated means a lengthy one. Lignified and pointed at both ends. Xylem fibrous provides mechanical support. Xylem fibrous provides mechanical support to the plant. They provide mechanical support to the plant. The next topic is the one xylem vessels. Here, so these are long cylindrical tube-like structures with lignified walls and wide central lumen. These cells are dead as these do not have protoplasts. So they are considered as the dead cells because they don't have protoplasts. They are arranged in longitudinal series in which partitioned wall. They arrange longitudinal series. The longitudinal side they arrange in a linear one continuously. It's a partitions wall. Partition means somewhat block compartment like structures. That is because of partitions wall. Or also we can say transfer walls. Perforated. And so entire structure look like a water pipe. The main functions to transport water and also provide mechanical strength. The next one is one xylem parenchyma. So these are all living and thin-walled cells. The parenchymas are thin-walled cells. The main functions of xylem parenchyma is to store starch and fatty substance. This is the longitudinal sections of phloem tissue. You can go through the picture. Here, this is the phloem topic. Next topic is on phloem. So here, this is the structure of phloem we'll see here. This is the longitudinal section of phloem tissue. What are parts of presence here? Sieve plate, sieve elements, phloem, parenchyma cells, nucleus, companion cells, sieve tube, plastids, parenchyma plastids, sieve plate. So these are the parts of presence in the phloem. We'll see what is phloem. What are the parts of presence in the phloem? We'll see here. The phloem is a complex tissue. Phloem is the one complex tissue and consists of the following elements. Consists of following elements, that is sieve elements, companion cells, phloem fibrous, phloem parenchyma. So here sieve elements. We'll see one by one what the functions are that each part. The sieve elements, the conducting elements of phloem. Sieve elements, the conducting elements of phloem are collectively called as a sieve elements. So they conduct the elements of phloem. That is what is called as a sieve elements. Sieve tubes are elongated one. Tube-like slender cells placed end to end. Slender means in a shaft-like structures. They place end to end of the sieve elements. The transfer walls at the ends are perforated, are known as sieve plates. They are arranged. The transfer walls are just at the ends. They are just arranged, and they are known as a sieve plates. The main functions of sieve tube is translocations of food. They'll ask you, take your textbook, just underline. The main functions of sieve tubes is the one translocations of food. What is translocations? They transfer the food from one region to another region. From leaves to the storage organs of the plants. So from the leaves they'll go to storage organs of the plants, and this they store as well as they translocate of the food also. The next topic is the one companion cells. Next topic is the one companion cells. So these are elongated cells. Elongated means or lengthy cells attached to the lateral wall of the sieve tubes. So lateral wall of sieve tube means or sieve tubes of side they'll attach. That is as a lateral side of the sieve tubes. The companion cells may be equal in length to accompanying sieve tube elements, or mother cells may be divided transversely, forming a series of companion cells. The phloem parenchyma. Next topic is on phloem parenchyma. The phloem parenchyma are living cells. They have cytoplasms and nucleus. The function is to store food materials. Important one, just you can underline. Phloem parenchyma. And next topic is the one differentiate between xylem and phloem. This is important. 2 marks or 4 marks can be asked. Mark it out. Differentiate between xylem and phloem. Xylem, they conduct water and minerals. Xylem, they conduct water and minerals. Phloem, it conducts organic solutes. Organic solutes are food materials. Here, xylem, the conductions is mostly unidirectional. The conductions just go only one direction. That is because of unidirectionals. That from roots to apical parts of the plants. The roots they absorb water and just send apical part means on the top of the parts they'll send. That is to say only one unidirectional. Here phloem, the conduction may be bidirectional from leaves to storage organs, and growing parts are from storage organ to the growing parts of plants. So here bidirectional means two directions will be there. Whereas from leaves to storage organs, and growing parts, storage organ and growing parts, are from storage organ to growing parts of plants. So the next one, conducting channels are trachea and vessels. Which one? The xylem. Conducting channels are tracheates and vessels. Whereas phloem, conducting channels are sieve tubes. Important one, underline. They'll ask you one word also. Then xylem. The components of xylem includes tracheate vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fibrous. Whereas phloem, the components are sieve elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers. So these are the differences between xylem and phloem. Important. You can learn. The next topic is the one phloem fibrous. The next topic is the phloem fibrous. That's a clear and chymatous cells associated with the primary and secondary phloems are commonly called as a phloem fibers. The commonly called as phloem fibers. So these cells are elongated. Elongated means lengthy one. Lignified, become as a woody, and provide mechanical strength to the plant body. Provide mechanical strength to the plant body. Okay. The next topic is the one differentiate between meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. This is also important. 4 marks or 3 marks or 2 marks also can be possible. Just mark it down. Important. Just note it down. Differentiate between meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. The meristematic tissue, the cell wall is thin and elastic one. So it is a one thin and elastic one. Whereas permanent tissue, the cell wall is thick. Permanent tissue, the cell wall is thick. The component cells are small. Which one? Where in the meristematic tissue, the components cells are small, spherical, or polygonal. An undifferentiated one. Meristematic, the component cells are small and spherical, or polygonal, undifferentiated one. Whereas the component cells are large, differentiated with the different shapes. Differentiated with a different shape one. The next topic in meristematic tissues are cytoplasm is a dense one and vacuoles are nearly absent. Cytoplasm dense and vacuoles are nearly absent one. Whereas the permanent tissues, usually large central vacuole is present in the living permanent cells. It is a large one. The central vacuoles are present in the living permanent cells. The intracellular space are absent in the meristematic tissues, whereas the intracellular space are present in the permanent tissues. So here the meristematic tissues, the nucleus is a large and prominent one. Prominent means somewhat specific one. Whereas permanent tissues, the nucleus is less conspicuous. Conspicuous means not able to identify clearly. That is we call as a conspicuous, not seen clearly. And cells grows and divide regularly. Cell grows and divide regularly, whereas here the cells do not normally divide. So they do not divide normally. That's one we call as a permanent tissues. And meristematic tissues that provides mechanical support. They provide mechanical support and elasticity to the plant body. Elasticity to the plant body. So they provides only mechanical supports. Where here the permanent tissues. So these are the important 4 marks. You can mark it out and just you have to learn, memorize. Okay. Then next we are going to see is the one animal tissues. What is animal tissues? An assemblage of one or more types of specialized cells held together with extracellular material constitute the tissues. The study of tissue is known as histology. One word they'll ask you, important one, just underline. That is we call as animal tissues. These animal tissues we will continue in the next class. Today we have seen differences between meristematic tissues and permanent tissues, and also we have seen differentiate between xylem and phloem. This important one you have to learn, and we have seen the different components of the xylem, different components of the xylem as well as the phloem, different components of the phloem also we have seen, then different components of xylem also we have seen. Just go through, learn today itself. So these are the diagrams. You have seen This is there in your textbook also. You can find, you can practice of yourself. Just learn what are the questions we give. Just write in your classwork and send to your biology subject teachers. If you have any doubt, you can contact me through WhatsApp. Okay, bye. Take care.